The shutter sound popped in the dark even though I didn't touch my phone. A photo slid up, me in the driver's seat, breath fogging, pupils blown. The angle was from the back seat. I didn't turn around. The parking lot was empty except for a dead grocery sign flickering and a cart rattling in wind. Wipers were off. Rain tapped. My battery read 3%. Another vibration. Another photo. My left ear, close, a hair stuck to skin like a black thread. The caption from an unknown number. Don't turn on the light. I thumbed 911. The call failed. No bars. My mirror showed only the back window, glass black and slick as a pond. I swallowed and whispered, "Who are you?" The reply arrived as a picture of my screen with the failed call, shot from behind my shoulder, sleeves and all. Whoever was taking these was inches from me. "Drive," the next text said. I typed, "Where?" A map pin appeared, blue route line pulsing. It led under the river, across the old iron bridge I hate, then toward my street. I stared. Why my house? I locked the doors again anyway. The car thunked like a coffin. The engine idled. The vents sighed. I put the car in reverse. The backup camera bloomed gray, the rain a swarm. For a second a darker shape sat where a headrest should be, like someone leaning forward. I snapped to the mirror. Nothing. Another text. Seatbelt. The voice reading feature croaked it through the speakers. Wrong and too close. My phone hijacking my mother's tone. I buckled, hands shaking so hard the metal tongue missed twice. I pulled out. Tires hissed. The lot drifted behind me like a dead lake. Streetlights kept failing and coming back in a rhythm, every third block swallowing the car. My phone buzzed again. The new image wasn't now. It was noon, my arm at the gas pump, the same jacket, the same car. Live photo. I pressed it. A 2-second wiggle of motion. Behind the frame, a soft breath, definitely not mine. This had been all day. "How long have you been in here?" I meant to think it, but I heard my voice crack it out. The reply, "Since you stopped locking it again." Then left. I took a right. Immediately, horn blasts punched the night from somewhere I couldn't see. The screen pulsed red, wrong. CarPlay stole the dash. The radio spun to AM, then to static, then to a NOAA voice flattening weather into threat. Small craft advisory. I killed the volume. The static kept whispering underneath like teeth. My hands smelled like pennies. Or blood. Or fear. The city ended at a seam of chain link. The road fell toward the river. The bridge rose like bone. Rain thickened. My phone buzzed. A close-up of the steering column, raw and greasy, where my fingers had picked at a crack in the plastic since high school. Whoever this was knew me better than anyone. "Please," I said to no one, to not anger it, to keep it human. Under the bridge, the sound changed, water, echo, dripping like a metronome. "Drive slower," the text said. Then, "Stop." Another image slid in. A photo from inside my trunk, the emergency handle glowing ghost green, the carpet slick with a black ring where the spare should be. My skin crawled cold. "Open." The command sat there without punctuation, more intimate than a please. I killed the engine. The sudden silence was a roar. I cracked the door. Air hit like a mouth. I kept one foot in the car. I walked around to the back. The river, beyond the girders, moved like an animal asleep. I pressed the fob. The trunk jumped and lifted. I braced for a face. Empty. A blanket. A dead flashlight. A spool of fishing line glittering wet. A cracked Polaroid camera with tape on it. And a phone face down, a cheap case, a charging pack tethered like an umbilical. The screen lit at my touch. The chat thread was mine. Every photo in it, sent from this device. The device name read, "Inside." Live photo sound on one of them held a woman's voice under the breath. 3 syllables, damp, like she was trying not to cry, like she was gagged. My throat closed so tight I thought I'd pass out. Another number pinged, a new text. Unknown again. "He knows you opened it." Locks clacked around me. The back doors thumped. One flickered, then sealed. I looked up. Through the rear glass, the back seat was a black rectangle. The dome light refused me. "Hello," I whispered. Rain answered. The phone in the trunk vibrated again. A new picture. It was me, bowing into the trunk. Raindrops stringing from my hair, mouth open. Shot from inside the car. From the pass-through behind the armrest. Something shifted behind the cushion. Cloth scraping foam. Slow, like a sleeper rolling in a wall. I stepped back so fast my knee buckled. My own phone buzzed. Come sit. The letters were clean, almost polite. What do you want? My voice was air. Another image. The seam where the seat met the seat back. A slit like a healed wound stretched tight. Something pale pressing from the other side until the fabric dimpled. I slammed the trunk and ran for the driver's door. The handle lifted dead. The car beeped once like a scold. The rain came harder, a roaring sheet. I circled, slipping, swearing. The passenger side clicked and gave. I fell in, slammed, locked again, jammed the shifter into drive. The headlights cut the bridge bones into ribs. In the mirror, the seat fabric breathed. I hit the gas. The radio went full volume in an instant. A child's voice buried in a weather loop, word shapes catching on static. Seat, belt, please. The rear belt anchor rolled forward on its own with a smooth motor sound I've never heard. The strap floating in the air like a patient hand. I swatted it. Swatted back. The bridge ended at a strip of car wash stalls that never close. Light like a morgue. I shot across the lanes and into a bay. The machine woke with klaxons and neon foam. Water hammered steel. I killed the engine and ripped the rear armrest down. Inside, a dark rectangle. Cold air slid out from it like a sigh from a grave. I put my phone's camera inside and turned the screen toward me to see. The image returned was a tunnel of fabric, lint stars, hair, coin. The slick wink of a knife blade taped to the inner wall. And on the floor of that little cave, a nest. Blanket, bald socks, wrappers, a silver thermos dented at the rim, a cheap paperback swollen with damp. The smell from earlier, sweet, rotten, rolled out. There was room for a person. Small or folded. For days. My phone chimed. A new photo filled the screen. Me. Kneeling with my head in the hole, water turning my jacket black, the car wash spraying like winter. The angle was from the driver's seat. In the bottom of the frame, a hand crept into view. A pale, thin hand with chewed nails and a plastic ring on the pinky, reaching for my hair. I lurched back so fast I smashed my head on the sill. I kicked the seat, slammed the armrest up, locked it. I was crying without sound. The water hammered. The lights buzzed. My phone buzzed. Another unknown number. Or maybe the same. Don't leave me here again, it said. Again. Beneath the armrest something tapped twice. Soft. Then again, harder, like knuckles on a door from a small, patient room. I picked up the trunk phone and flicked to the oldest photo. The date was years back. The car is different, but it's still mine. A hand-me-down then. I'm a kid asleep in a cardigan in a back seat. The live photo clicked a heartbeat of sound. The whisper of breathing, the camera's scrape, someone's low hum. In the reflection of the window beside my child face, almost a trick of grain, 2 black beads where eyes should be, too high for a child, too still for a parent. Water stopped. The bay hummed. Steam drifted like ghosts losing interest. For a second the whole world felt off, one tooth out of place in a bite. The last photo arrived before I could breathe. The sender field said me. The frame was my driver's side window from 6 inches away, my face behind it, and behind my face, in the dark wedge of the back seat, another face fitting into the space where a head doesn't belong, eyes cloud white like wet paper, mouth not open but parted, like it had learned the shape of my name.